Hey everybody, Brian from HotSauceDaily.com. I am making naan bread pizzas. I did a post about this naan bread pizza, or at least this naan bread that we buy at Food Lion, Stonefire, tandoor baked naan bread. Guess what? It came out with a mini. It's like a 4-pack of little mini pieces of naan bread. So the first thing you want to do when you make your little naan bread pizza is just put a little bit of really good olive oil on the top. Let's see, let me grab a brush here. You can brush it with your fingers or a paper towel or whatever you want to do. Just get a little bit of that great, good quality olive oil on the top. It kind of helps crisp it up a little bit. And then we're going to toss this in the toaster oven for just a few minutes. I've got the toaster oven set at 350. It's nice and hot, and we're just going to toss this little slice of bread in. We're going to keep a close eye on it because it burns quickly, it gets puffy quickly. So we're just going to get a nice little firmness to it, a little pre-toasting, if you will. And I'm going to toss a second one in there. I already brushed it with oil. Second one in there because we're going to do two kinds of little mini pizzas. We're going to do a pepperoni and my favorite, an anchovy. Now you really got to watch these guys because they will burn quickly. We just want to get them kind of firmed up, a gentle toast on them because we're going to put all kinds of pizza stuff on them and then bake them. So now, just so you know, all those little black spots, that's how they come out of the package. I mean, that's the cooked naan bread appearance. So don't worry about those right now. Oh, this is getting really floppy. There we go. And then just do a little spin here in my toaster oven. We're basically just trying to get a little crust, little crispiness to the top. I have done the olive oil on the bottom before too, and that makes it kind of tough on the bottom. So I'm just doing the top on this time. So we'll see how they come out. We'll just keep a close eye on them. If they look like they're starting to burn, you're too far. So we just want to get them super warm and super brown. Okay, we are about 4 minutes in, and we're going to take these guys out and dress them up as little mini pizzas. And again, I'll remind you, those dark spots, that's how the naan bread comes out of the bakery. That's what they're supposed to look like. So there's no burning yet. I said yet. Pretty. Okay, so we got them gently toasted. I'm going to add just a little more extra virgin olive oil to these because I think it adds just a nice flavor level. I'm using Frantoia as recommended by Mario Batali. I've been in love with this oil since he told us about it on TV, and if you can find it, buy it. It's awesome. And it's not terribly expensive. This little bottle here was $12.99, $13 at an Italian deli in Baltimore. And so a little bit more oil. Let me take that over there because I'm going to do two different ones. All right, so I've got some oil on there. I'm going to use my favorite pizza sauce, Don Pepino's. That's my favorite. Just going to put a couple of teaspoons, maybe 3. Spread that around. Get this other one going here. I'm doing 2 toppings today. I'm doing Now that's getting kind of hard on me. Getting kind of tough. So let's see. We'll see how it turns out. I think the sauce will soften it up. All right, so I got that. I'm going to go with a blend of cheeses. I've got Italian cheese blend out of a bag. I've got some mozzarella. I even have some Mexican 5-cheese blend going on here. So we'll do that. Get that in there. This naan bread is awesome as a little mini pizza. I love it. I've been using the big ones, cutting them in half, but this is exactly how I do it. Get that cheese on there. We're going to do a little Harris Teeter, Italian style herbs. We love our Harris Teeter. Any kind of Italian herbs that you want to put on there, it works. Get them in there. And now, here comes the controversial part. I'm going to do some Agostino Recca anchovies because I love anchovies. I could eat these guys just straight out of the can. Oh, get on there. Just like salty candy. Man, I love anchovies. So I'm going to do one with anchovies. Here we go. I cut these guys in half. Then we're going to do one with pepperoni. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this one in the toaster oven. And then I'm going to put the anchovies in the toaster oven. And then come back and show you what I do with the pepperoni. It's amazing. Okay, here's what I do with the pepperoni. I slice it thinly. I get some really good pepperoni. We're using, I think Boar's Head is the brand we're using here. I slice it really thin. And I learned this trick from a pizza shop. They would cook up, whole cheese pizzas. And if you walked in and said, hey, can I get a slice of pepperoni? They would go, sure. And this is how they would do it. They would take slices of pepperoni and they would microwave them. And they're amazing. I love it. So what you do is you put some slices on a plate, cover it with some paper towels. Let's go with 2 because they do kind of splash around in the microwave. There's a lot of fat. Stick them in there, cover them with paper towel. Give them 15 to 20 seconds tops. So let's go with 15 here and see what happens. And what you're going to get is you're going to get these cool cooked slices of pepperoni. All right, so we'll stop that. And you put them on the pizza. And so not only are they already cooked before they go on the pizza, but they get this crispy little edge to them. I don't know if you can see that. There's a, let me get in here. Yeah, they could go another, believe it or not, they're a little pale, another 10 seconds. They get this crispy little edge to them. I'll give them 10 seconds here. And then on top of the pizza, all right, I did 10 seconds. In the oven, then they get even crispier on the edges. It's amazing. It's really cool. And it's a great little trick. Plus, bonus, you get to mop up some of the fat from the pepperoni. So that all that fat doesn't end up on your pizza. Let me show you what this looks like. Here, let me get a close up. There's one that's curled up a little bit. But I don't know if you can see the little dark veins in this one. It's getting crispy. So these guys are already kind of pre-cooked. And then what I'm going to do is swing over here. Oops. Hey, there's my anchovies. I did not put them in. I'm going to go ahead and put them both in at the same time. Get over there. Here we go. So I'm going to put these little crispy, pre-cooked pepperonis on here. And these are like, they're like candy. Mm. Mm-hmm. They get a little dark umami taste to them. There we go. So that's covered pretty good. All right, so now all these babies are going in the, both these guys, going in the toaster oven. 350, we're still at 350. And kind of slide that in there. Anchovies, pepperoni. All right. And we'll come back and see what they look like. Okay, let's get these babies out of the oven. This is a convection oven. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. We love this little convection oven. It works great. So there's my anchovy version. The pepperoni version. Oh, look at that. Can you see those crispy edges on that pepperoni? That's because it was pre-cooked. It was pre-cooked in the microwave. And now it's just getting crispy and happy. All right, so let me take them over to the other side and we'll cut them up. All right, now you can really see that crispy edge on the pepperoni. The anchovy looks awesome too. Because this is Hot Sauce Daily after all, I'm going to sprinkle these guys with some Hell Flakes. Hell Flakes from Todd Wilbur's Top Secret Recipes. So I'll put a little sprinkle of Hell Flakes on there. It's really just a kicked up red pepper flake shake. Hell Flakes is kind of scary. We reviewed them on Hot Sauce Daily, so look for Hell Flakes. I do have a little bit of cheese left, and rather than throw it away, I'm just going to kind of do a little sprinkle on here. These babies are hot enough to kind of melt that cheese. So we'll do that. All right. And time to bring these out on the cutting board and do a little quick little cut. You hear that crunch? Yeah. Beautiful. Nice little crunchy piece of pizza on a naan bread. These are awesome. I love them. I think after English muffins, this is my favorite way to make little mini pizzas with the naan bread, and I'm so glad now we have these little mini naan breads. I don't know, how's that look on camera? That's I don't know if it looks as good as it's going to taste, but there you go. That's naan bread pizza, snack size, done with a pre-cooked pepperoni, and you don't have to do anything with the anchovies. They're awesome all by themselves. If you love anchovies, let me know. If you hate them, let me know. Love to hear your comments. Please subscribe to our video channel. We're trying to build up our video fan base and followers here with Hot Sauce Daily. Delicious. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.